All right, week 12 is in the books, and of course, I have some thoughts. The first game of the week was the Toronto Argonauts defeating Saskatchewan 20-19, and this was the return of the scumbag Chad Kelly. And I'm sure that might be the big story, but the bigger story is the fact that the Saskatchewan Roughriders defensive line is fucking fire. Like, not once, not twice, but 3 times. In fact, I think it might have been 4 times. I don't know. I lost count. That the Saskatchewan Roughriders D-line had a 3rd and goal stop and stuffed the Argos offense. But on an unrelated note, can we get Miles Brown for Prime Minister? Because he just absolutely walloped Chad Kelly. And it was a clean hit too. And I'm all for that. Because fuck Chad Kelly. But I think anybody wants to talk about is the fact that this game ended on a missed field goal. And sure, that will bring up the conversations of, well, do we want to keep the Rouge? Do we want to award a point for a missed field goal? And people will always throw up, well, what if this happened in the Grey Cup? And the fact is that missed field goals have happened in the field in the Grey Cup, and it's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen. It's just part of the game. Anyway, that's a conversation for a different day. Argos defense was just a tad little bit better, forcing the turnovers that Saskatchewan wasn't able to do. And I've never seen an offense grow as cold as Saskatchewan's did. Like in the first quarter alone, they had like a halftime's worth of offensive production, and then did absolutely nothing going forward. Like if last week Brett Lowther was the scapegoat, and that Saskatchewan's offense had to be this week's scapegoat. Next game, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers defeat the Hamilton Tiger Cats 26-23. And I'll be honest, when I saw that the spread was like 10.5 points, I thought, even for a bad team like Hamilton, that is too big of a spread to not take Hamilton to cover. And I was right. Like defensively, special teams, offensively, there wasn't anything that Winnipeg couldn't do in the first half except get touchdowns. And in the second half, there wasn't anything defensively, offensively, or special teams that Hamilton couldn't do except hold the lead that they eventually got. But the question needs to be asked. Zach Collaros, what the fuck, dude? Because I had to watch it on TV. I was at this game with my daughter, and I actually watched from the point of view from the end zone, and I still have no idea what Zach was throwing to on that interception, that first one. All I know is they've won 3 in a row, 5 of their last 7, and if they want any semblance of success going forward, that quarterback play is going to have to hell of improve. Third game, the Ottawa Redblacks defeat the BC Lions 34-27. And I'll be honest, these two teams in my preseason predictions, I had them both at 9-9, but for different reasons. Because Ottawa last year was a bad team, and they got better. We knew that they were going to get better. I just didn't know how much, obviously. In BC, they were a good team last year. And I knew that they were going to get less good because they lost some key guys. One to the NFL, and obviously their defense has struggled. Like, the Lions went from 5-1 to now 5-6. So, like, is it time for the Lions to panic? Probably not, but they have a lot of work to do. They've got high-priced quarterbacks, and they've got to protect them. Last game of the week, the Montreal Alouettes defeat the Elks 21-17, and just another game for the Alouettes to seemingly be out of it in the first half, and then come back and score an amount of unanswered points. They did it against Saskatchewan a few weeks ago, and they just did it against the Edmonton Elks. And what makes it a bigger thing is the Elks are one of the hottest teams in the CFL right now. But I think overall what this shows me is that the Edmonton Elks are contenders, and look out for them. And that the Montreal Alouettes are, if not anything, beatable. And those alternate jerseys are straight up fire. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love these jerseys. Keep them coming. Anyway, week 13 is coming up. Show's going to get recorded this week. Sorry about the last week not having a show, but personal things happen. See ya.